Alright, last year I reviewed the Irish Setter Ravine Hunters. My third pair in 2 years, and the biggest problem that I'm having with them is that this little flap right here, where it's sewn down, keeps tearing out. Now, as far as I can tell, it's mainly just the stitching coming loose over here, and that's where it starts, and then it comes down along the sole right here, and it keeps popping out. That started happening, I think, either right before I got done in November or right after. It didn't take very long before that started ripping out on at least one of the boots, if not both. The tread is not what it once was. It's still somewhat usable, but it's seen its better days for sure. Other than that, it was a great boot. But this year I did decide to go with a different pair. I decided to go with the Danners. This is their Powderhorn. And the one reason I went with the Powderhorn over the Pronghorn was a 10-inch upper, and they are recraftable. That was one big thing. Unfortunately, they're not American made, but at least they are recraftable, and so I decided I'd give that a try. You can see the stitching right down here. So they can pull all that out, they can put a new sole on it. The other thing that I noticed after I got them actually was right here. If you notice, that's a solid piece of leather. Unlike with these ones, where it's sewn. So I'm hoping that the issues that I've had with the Irish Setter Ravines won't pop up with this one. Now you do have to keep these things oiled, and they are waterproof. So we're leaving in about a month, a little over a month, for Utah. We got a couple hunts down there, and then we're back up into Idaho, possibly for the duration, although we may come back for a late November hunt in Utah. I'm going to run those through the gauntlet and see how they do, and then we'll finish up this video. Alright, we're back reviewing the Danner Powderhorn boots. Make sure that wasn't supposed to be sewed on. Didn't say that flap when I first bought them. So you can see these things have gotten a little bit of wear since I showed them to you last. We're up in the mountains in Idaho scouting for elk. I've had these on nearly 2 weeks. We got into Utah on the 1st, and today's the 11th, so I guess that'd be a week and a half. And we've been hiking around, archery hunting in Utah, and now scouting in Idaho. And I gotta say, I'm pretty pleased with these boots so far. They do take a little bit of break-in. I don't think it's as much as what some people have been saying, but they are a nice boot for being up in the mountains. They don't have that Vibram sole that a lot of people are raving about. They're more of a, I'd say, kind of a work boot. Has that kind of a feel to it. They're relatively lightweight given what they are. But great ankle support. I have gotten into a little bit of water with them. Nothing soaked through yet. Got into a big rainstorm this morning. Oh, I shouldn't say big, but everything was wet. I had to wash my pants because I had mud nearly up to my crotch. And, so now we're clean and we're back on the mountain. Yeah, so far so good. I do need to clean them up a little bit. Put some mink oil or something on them. Just keep them lubed up, keep them waterproofed. I don't want them cracking on me. They're a little expensive. So, but I guess for now, that's about it. We'll keep going. See how they hold up. So we are in March. Had my first issue with these Powderhorns. Right up in through here, the stitching is coming loose. Everything else is still good. There's some weathering right down through here, and it's like that on both boots. They're a little bit checkered, just right here at the flex point. I think some of that has to do with the fact that I didn't put any leather conditioner on them for about the first 3 or 4 months. Got them in late July or August, and I didn't put anything on them until I think early November. So I was hiking hard for 3 months with them before anything got on them. They got wet inside and out, and then they were getting put on a boot dryer quite often, so I'd have dry boots in the morning. So I think that kind of contributed somewhat to it. But I'm sending these back to Danner tomorrow. They did say they warranty them because they're under the 1 year. I haven't had them for a full year yet, so they're within the 1 year warranty. So I don't know if these are going to get replaced or if they're just going to fix the stitching and send them back. So we'll see. As of right now, I've got at least 300 miles on these boots, maybe as much as 500. We were in some pretty tough terrain, as you can see. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully I get these back. But if not, it might be a blessing in disguise, because they're 8.5, which is a size that I normally wear. With a heavy sock on, it's a little bit snug, and so cold weather, like I was wearing them in a lot of times, getting down in that 20-degree mark, 26 degrees, my feet were getting really cold even with heavy socks on. So if they do end up replacing them, definitely going half a size bigger at the minimum. I don't think I'll do a full size. I know a lot of people say go full size over. I don't feel the need to with these things. I think a half a size would be all right, but I might go around to some different stores and try some boots on. I tried a 10 on one time in a 1200 gram, and that was pretty big. So I don't think I need to go that full size. That would have been about a size and a half more. So I don't think I gained much with that, but we'll see what Danner says, and we'll get back. I did hear back from Danner. They're just going to warranty the boots, so I've got a new pair on the way in about a month, because they're behind on a lot of orders. But I was thinking back to what I said about the 300 to 500 miles. That was just while I was guiding. So these were my everyday wear. They've got a lot more miles on them than that. Got them in July, wore them until March. The only thing that was wrong with them was that stitching coming loose. There wasn't, outside of that little spot right there on the sole, I didn't have any problem with water getting in anywhere. So I think these are a pretty good boot. We'll see how this next pair goes. I think I'm going to get a pair of 1,000 gram for when it's a little bit colder. So hopefully this helps you all out. We'll see how things go with the next pair. So, happy hunting.